What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here, and I got to talk to y'all today about how Tunecore is changing up their pricing plan. This is in favor of artists. They're now offering flat fees for unlimited releases. Now, I've been critical of Tunecore in the past. If you read the Pen Game Portfolio Volume 2, I talk about how Tunecore is one of the biggest companies. It's one of the most reputable companies. However, they do have some antiquated ways in terms of how you release. They charge you per album, per single, which it just doesn't make any sense to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so old and so outdated. Like, nobody is trying to do that. You know what I mean? And I see people like Russ and Papoose and different artists that have always talked about Tunecore, but that was always a deterrent because, yeah, these bigger artists that are selling volume, doing big stream numbers, they're not worried about uploading a song or an album for $10 to $20, $30 a pop. But for the average artist that doesn't have a big streaming fan base, doesn't have a fan base of people that are buying albums in volume, if you're trying to have a consistent release strategy throughout the year, you may find yourself spending hundreds of dollars without actually making it back just to have it available. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and talk about the new updates that were made to the pricing plan. We don't want to waste a lot of time, so let's get right into it, all right? Tunecore, for the first time in history, is enabling artists and labels to distribute an uncapped amount of music to services like Spotify, Apple Music each year for a single annual price. Now, Tunecore's new unlimited pricing covers 4 different plans of varying annual expense. All right, the first tier is the new artist. The new artist plan offers unlimited release of songs to the music libraries of social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, which includes Shorts, Content ID, and access to YouTube's official artist channel with no upfront fee. Tunecore will pay artists 80% of what is collected on those platforms while they keep the other 20%. The next step is the Rising Artist Plan, which costs $15 a year or $14.99 as they say, and includes unlimited distribution to over 150 streaming sites like Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Deezer, and Tidal, as well as the social media platform libraries. Artists sign up to this plan will be paid 100% of the revenue earned by their music on these platforms. This plan also includes access to pre-schedule all release dates, official verification on Spotify and Apple Music, and promises artists support response time from Tunecore within 72 hours. The next tier that they have available is called the Breakout Artist Plan, which costs $30 a year and includes every perk service offered in the new artist and rising artist plans, which includes receiving 100% of your royalties, right? But you also get free access to Tunecore's Automator feature, which ensures distribution of Enact's music to additional streaming and digital stores that launch or become available in the future. This tier also offers downloadable reports plus a guaranteed artist support response time within 48 hours. All right, so you basically get all the same things that you would get for the Rising Artist Plan. However, they have with this Breakout Artist Plan is basically guaranteeing that any new stores, any new streaming services that become available, your music will automatically be added to those services without any additional fees, without having to go back into the system and try to figure out a way to get it on there. I think that's okay, that's cool, but it's not really worth paying an additional $15 a year when a lot of these stores that are coming out really aren't actually the ones that artists are excelling in. Now, I understand you want to have your music in all of the possible retailers. However, all retailers are not created equally. If you're an artist and all of your spins are coming from Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and maybe Deezer, who really cares if your music is on Tencent? You know what I mean? So those are the types of things that these companies kind of nickel and diming about. But let's keep it going because there's one more plan. Now, the top tier of Tunecore's new pricing menu is the Professional Plan, which is priced at $50 per year. Tunecore says that this tier is designed for labels, managers, and artists who are more advanced in their careers and will benefit from more sophisticated release features. All right, so the Professional Plan includes everything from the other 3 plans, plus premium sales reporting, use of your own UPC codes, and a custom label name, access to select country restrictions, exclusive partnerships, and promotional opportunities. This plan also lets Tunecore users add additional artist profiles to their accounts for $15 per year. per artist. Tunecore promises a response time of within 24 hours for artists who sign up on the professional plan. Now, if you want to go back to how Tunecore was previously doing it, they historically charged artists under a price per upload model, like I said in the beginning. Most recently, it was $9.99 per single and $29.99 per album, which was just ridiculous. So all these new pricing plans put them closer into the ballpark of what Distrokid has been doing for close to 10 years. All right. So although this sounds good, you do get the enhanced customer service, customer response time. That's pretty much the main thing. If you have any questions or if you have any issues with your music, you know for sure you're going to get somebody that responds to you and make sure that your issue gets taken care of in a timely fashion. Anywhere between 24 to 72 hours, depending on which plan you have. And that's pretty much the only edge that this Tunecore upgrade has over Distrokid, despite the fact that they did this so late in the game. You would think that it would come with more features to make up for the lost time, but it's not. All right. So in terms of Distrokid's pricing, their biggest competitor, they offer the musician plan, which is one band or artist for $19.99 a year. That comes with unlimited releases and it goes to all the stores. And of course, they have their own little things that they add on in your checkout process, depending on what you want. They have the Musician Plus, which is two bands or artists, $35.99 a year. They have the Label 5, which is 5 bands or artists for $80. Label 10, you know, at this point, this is just for labels. If you're an artist just releasing your own music, once you get past Musician Plus, it's really not applying to you unless you have multiple names that you're releasing music under, you know what I mean? Or multiple groups that you need to, like, if you collaborate with a certain band or a certain producer and y'all create a new name, or just want to release albums with collaborative names, like kind of like how I was trying to do with my guy DJ Red Handed with this Price of Admission album that's coming out on the 27th. I wanted to release it as J Nolan and DJ Red Handed. They would not allow me to add him as a primary artist on every song. They said I needed to add him to my to the artist name. However, I had already used up both of my artist names on the Musician Plus. You know what I mean? Because years ago, I used to spell my name differently. So that already took one and I can't delete that. So now I just got to release the album under my own name and just cut him in on all of the profits. And his name is on the album cover, so you'll at least see it. But these are just little quirks and things that all of these different platforms need to work out, man. The little nuances and things of that nature that artists really need are not being all the way taken into consideration. I understand that there is the money element of it, but to better serve how artists work, how fluid collaboration is these days, how beneficial it is for independent artists to collaborate so that we can bring together our fan bases and bring together our social numbers and our follower counts, our subscribers, and all of these things. Collaboration is more key than actually putting out music. So if we're not able to properly credit and merge those audiences, then it kind of defeats the purpose of what we're setting up. And the biggest issue I have with the Tunecore plan is their first tier, the musician tier, is just straight garbage. For you to take 20% and you're only letting me put music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, it's just going to social media. Like, you're not even making money off of those streams. How are you going to get people to even play the music if it's just available there? And you want to take 20%. That's garbage. I don't know who y'all sat with or who y'all had this conversation with to where you were like, oh, but we're not going to charge y'all up front. Like, what were y'all studying? United Masters free plan? Like, United Masters free plan is garbage too. So, you know, some of y'all out there, I don't know if y'all think I'm being mean or being overly critical of this situation, but like I say, I speak for the average artist. The average artist doesn't have a lot of money. The average artist is trying to build a fan base, build a support base. And with these types of plans, these new artist plans that these companies are putting in place, they're basically just using you for social currency. You know what I'm saying? They're going to add you to their user base. They're going to add you to their, like, if you do happen to somehow make any kind of money, they're going to take their little 20% cut, which 20% cut of 10 million artists is a lot. I don't care how they say 20% is nothing. It's all about volume. They are already one of the biggest distributors in the world. Okay. So that plan, garbage. Shouldn't even created it. The Rising Artist plan for $15 a year, that's actually a pretty good deal. It's very competitive with Distrokid. I think that y'all made the right move with that. The Rising Artist plan should have basically been the first plan. The new artist plan, the free thing, if you don't want to really make any money off of a free tier, or if you don't want to offer any real incentives on your free tier, you might as well not even create it. You know what I'm saying? Because who are you tailoring that for? Content creators that double as part-time artists? Like, that's only people that really would benefit from this. Is like if you're a content creator and maybe you write like parody raps or things of that nature, and you're not really intending to be an artist, but you still want to have your songs available in the social media library so people could use your sounds and stuff like that. But it's not really beneficial to somebody that actually wants to pursue music as a career. And that's not a new artist plan. You know what I mean? That's a new content plan. We live in a popcorn society. Once people like it and see it, they want it immediately. They're not going to go wait for it because the next viral sound is going to pop up in 30 minutes. Now, just in April of this year, Tunecore announced that they surpassed the milestone of paying more than $2.5 billion in royalties to artists since the company was founded in 2006. In 2021, Tunecore collected over $222 million in artist royalties. And in keeping with Tunecore's business model, 100% of collected royalties paid back out to clients. All of this money was and or will be paid to Tunecore artists. All right. Although I am critical, I do think that this was something that was greatly needed, a move that was absolutely imperative for them to continue their survival, especially with the way that new music distribution companies are kind of moving in on their territory. A lot of these music distribution companies are getting a lot more social media savvy with their advertising. So artists like myself, artists that are seasoned and have been releasing music for a while, are constantly looking for the next best option when it comes to distribution. I was just talking to one of my homies the other day about this. Brand loyalty is not a thing when you're independent, unless somebody can break you off a check that actually is enticing you to stay. You really have no reason to be loyal to a company because as we've seen with companies like STEM or SpinUp, they could easily change their model, easily change the way that they do things, or easily kick artists off with a very short window of notice, and it won't matter. When you look at the Tunecores and the Distrokids and the CD Babies, y'all have the reputation, y'all have the history, y'all have brand trust already. So the more that y'all can improve, man, it's gonna keep us there. You know what I mean? But there's still some things that need to be done that are gonna allow us to expand and build on that trust. Now, understand y'all have certain flagship artists, y'all have certain labels, y'all have a lot of success, a lot of royalties that are being collected. However, that does not mean that y'all can't improve, i.e. making changes like this. So y'all let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. Make sure you like and share this video, especially for any upcoming artists or anybody involved in music, period. This is something that you're going to want to know about because Tunecore, like I say, is one of the top options. And this is something that people have been waiting on for years. All right. Now, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, man. I talk about this type of stuff all the time. Any upgrades or improvements that are happening in the music business, I'm trying to be one of the first people to talk about it, and I'm trying to give you the details that other platforms or other YouTube creators might not tell you about. All right, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified of all future videos. All right, I'm signing out, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.